Alrighty, welcome back to my YouTube channel. E3 is this Monday. We'll probably get some preview stuff and press conferences on Sunday. And unlike last year E3, I'm going to point out some things before the E3. Mainly Microsoft. You've just fucked up this whole generation. You know, yeah, you put out a powerful console, you know, as it stands right now, the most powerful console, so I will give you that. But as other outlets have stated and gamers have stated, even Xbox fanboys have stated, what's the point in all of the power if you don't have any exclusivity to show it off? You know, and I understand Microsoft is selling a platform now and selling with Windows Xbox and console Xbox, merging it all under one roof under the Microsoft platform. I pointed that out before they announced it. So it's come to pass. So here's why I feel that no matter what they do at the E3, they're still going to fail and they're still going to lose. Because Microsoft cannot win in a numbers game. And total consoles sold per household around the world is all that matters. Period. That's what dictates who wins a console war. So, and Microsoft has never come in first. Period. Fact. End of story. They've never been number one. It's always been either Nintendo or Sony. Since Microsoft had 3 consoles out, none of them has been number one. And the problem is Microsoft knows this. Hence why they're doing what they're doing to kind of sell you a service versus the console. Because truthfully, they're correct. That's the future. The future is gaming services and not the hardware. Because if you can play and use that service on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your desktop, hell, even a PlayStation or a Nintendo or whoever the hell else comes out, an Atari for this matter, they win in that respect because now their service is on everything. Versus we have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars in R&D developing hardware that no one's going to buy because we're never going to hit those numbers. We're never going to beat Nintendo or Sony at number one. One of them will always beat them because of Japan. Microsoft cannot win Japan. They just can't. And they know this. So yes, their service is their way of truly winning. But regardless of what games they show, whatever they tell you at the E3, in the end, they're never going to win. This would be another generation where Microsoft loses. Last gen, they came in second, and by a margin. But hey, if you stick to Fast and Furious rules, you win by an inch, you win by a mile. You win. Nintendo stomped Microsoft and Sony into the ground by miles in the last generation. Microsoft did come in second by an inch over Sony, coming in third. And I think that really lit a fire under Sony's ass. It's like, yeah, we're never coming in last again. Because when the PlayStation Original or 1, whatever you want to call it, came out, won that gen, number one. Smashed. PS2 came out, number one again. Smashed everything. PS3 came out, last. And I don't think they liked that. Not to mention the company was already having financial issues anyway. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we can't do that again. So Sony this gen, smashing, number one. Microsoft's in number 2, and just barely, because here comes Nintendo with their late mid-gen switch 'em up console Switch, no pun intended, and probably before the end of this year, definitely in the beginning of next year, they're going to pass Microsoft in sales and have a solid second place. So, yeah, I think no matter what happens, fanboys, non-fanboys, gamers, anybody's watching the business, you have to admit Microsoft is not going to win this generation. The only way they could remotely pull a rabbit out of their ass and win is if they announce at the E3 that the Xbox One X is now $299 and the regular Xboxers are like $129. Some ridiculous shit like that, which we already know is not going to happen. But if it did, then fuck yeah, they're going to sell a shit ton of units. They're going to at least close that gap, or start to close that gap in total units sold. Hell, even people in Japan and China may be like, oh, okay, well, for that price, yeah, I'll buy one. But as it stands, no. And another thing I think Microsoft could do to pull a rabbit out of their ass is flip the script on Sony and Nintendo and say, here's what we're going to do. Live is a service. Live comes in tiers. Gold, silver, platinum tiers. And those tiers will offer services. But to play online multiplayer and do voice chat, that part is completely free. You can go out, buy an Xbox tomorrow, put in a game, Destiny or whatever the hell you want to play, and hop online and play with your friends. No charge, no cost, no nothing. That would definitely help. But if you get our live services, gold, silver, platinum, whatever, 3 months, a year, well, they include, you know, blah, 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 blah. They include things that you say, well, hey, yeah, I think I'll get the gold or whatever because I want to have cloud saves. I want to be accessed automatically into player demos and betas and things like that. I want to get a free rental movie or something from, you know, a deal that Microsoft could work out with Netflix or Hulu or Amazon or whatever. Make it an incentive to want people to pay for the gold. Not, I'm going to lock a standard gaming ability that's been around since games could get on the internet that's free. Because you know, the hackers have already proven paying for live doesn't guarantee security. It doesn't guarantee the best way to play a game. Sony and Microsoft has been hit, and they did that on purpose to show, yeah, you're paying for nothing. That shit doesn't protect you. So Microsoft should just be like, okay, you know what? Boom. Multiplayer on the Xbox platform is free. Period. End of story. But if you want all these other features and all these other things that can happen, then you pay a year subscription to a live for a gold or silver, 3 months or whatever tier they want to do. That would help. That really would help. Because now you can also entice PC gamers. Because, again, we get to play against Xbox gamers with crossplay for free. I don't have to pay for that. And I don't think the console gamers should have to pay for that either. But if Microsoft said, hey, PC gamers, if you signed up and paid for our live services on your PC, now we can offer you these things through your PC as well. Now you get automatically entered into betas and demos and things like that. You get a free movie that can, because again, our PC can do every damn thing an Xbox can do, obviously. So that's, I think, another win situation for Microsoft that'll help. They still won't win. I mean, it's still not going to sell any more consoles, but it will give gamers a reason to look towards that platform. It's like, hey, I can buy a PlayStation Pro or an Xbox One X, but Microsoft is offering free online multiplayer where Sony still wants me to pay $60 for something that they initially offered for free in the beginning. Now you can make Sony look like the bad guy. So just things like that. But that's why Microsoft would never win. They won't win because they can't get Japan. and they don't cater to that market. They're never going to get the numbers when it comes to sales in the household around the world. Worldwide money matters when you're a worldwide company. No different than movies. You sell overseas, they cash them checks, they put that money in the fucking bank, so it counts. And Japan counts. And right now, Microsoft sales in Japan aren't counting for shit. And that's will always hurt them. They will never, ever be number one with a piece of hardware if they can't sell it in Japan. Period. End of story. This has been an off the cuff, straight, no script, top of my head, my editorial, as I'm calling it, video editorial. I got more of these coming throughout the E3, and keep checking back. If you don't like what I said, hey, sound off in the comments. If you do, hey, hit me a thumbs up and still sound off in the comments. Thanks for watching. Come check me out in the next one.